and welcome to the Virtual Groom Room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I am bringing you episode 7 of Timeless Tuesday. And once again, thank you all for the support in the previous episode where I used Aqua. In this episode, I would like to thank Leonard Levy for sending me this Tabac shaving stick. About sending me products for this series, quite honestly, I would very much appreciate it. There's quite a lot of stuff that I am yet to review that I don't have. Even if it's just the case that you send it to me for kind of like my impressions and I send it back to you, it would be awesome, quite frankly, because there's a lot for me to try. But let's give you a bit of history on Tabac. So Tabac was designed in 1959 by a perfume house out of Germany called Maurer and Ritz. The scent is an interesting one, and quite frankly, the perception of the community is that you either love it or hate this scent. I, on the other hand, I'm pretty indifferent to it. Like I could see why one would dislike it, and I know this sounds incredibly critical, but for me, it's almost like a slight scent of almost like rotting leaves or something like that, and I'm not particularly sure why that is. It's so subtle that it's not offensive to me. But the scent blend is bergamot, neroli, lavender, tobacco, and vanilla and oak moss. I don't really get anything specifically from this, but quite frankly, I think most of what I get is just a soapy scent. And please, by all means, tell me if you're different, because our perception of scents isn't always the same. But for me, this isn't too much of an offensive scent whatsoever. I really don't think it's too bad. The packaging on this is the shave stick formula, or the shave stick version. I will put up a picture here of how the ceramic jar looks. And as you can see, the ceramic jar looks really cool. It's kind of one of those kind of like white ceramic jars with a cool lid. Very classy, very, very Tabac. When you see that, you know it's Tabac, almost in the same sense as of the Mitchell's Wolfat ceramic jar. I'd actually say it's executed quite a lot better than the Mitchell's Wolfat ceramic jar. But yeah, this is a polarizing scent. Not so much polarizing performance. I think most people consider this to be a very good performer. So we're going to put that through its paces today, and we'll talk a bit more about the performance as we start lathering it. My razor of choice today is going to be the Homelike Start razor with the 0.9 blade gap and a 14th ounce Wizamet blade inside. And I'm going to be lathering up Tabac with this beast of a knot. This is my 30mm Turn-and-Shave. I call this brush the Abyss brush because it's black and white and looks cool. So let's get the specs off here. Gonna get our face wet and then we'll start applying the shave stick. I've actually been thoroughly enjoying the shave stick format, and comparing them all actually. Like if you look at this Tabac, this is more reminiscent of something like a deodorant stick. It's quite wide. I have La Toja here. Comparing it directly to La Toja, it's much thicker. It's about the same height. So in theory, if you have a dop kit, you can still chuck this in like you would a deodorant stick, but it's larger in form factor, which I think is important to mention. Yeah, so let's wet the stick here. Noticeably easier to apply than like Arco, for example. I think it's not quite as hard. It's still hard, don't get me wrong. But I found Arco actually pretty difficult to apply. To me, it's just like a soapy scent with a little bit of the scent notes protruding through. Like I said, it's not very offensive to me. It's quite plain. But I could see how, if you were sensitive to any of the scent notes inside this, why you wouldn't like it, because I think it could be quite strong. So that's a big thing. Comparing the kind of like difference in packaging between all of the other shave sticks. This is quite big, which makes it less convenient for travel. And don't get me wrong, it's not like massive or anything, but it is larger, that's for sure. Okay, let's get the brush here and we'll start building a lather. Like all the soaps of old, it's just no bullshit. Just starts lathering immediately. Honestly, that's something I really love about these soaps. They just lather. They lather and they work. There's no like secret formula or secret recipe to get them to lather because they just lather. I've seen some of the lathers Chris Maiden builds with Tabac, and it's definitely a good lathering soap. Let's display and we'll start building the water. I know a lot of people that swear by Tabac, but then there are also a lot of people that absolutely despise the scent. I think Michael Friedberg said in one of his videos that I watched months ago, he left a Tabac stick or jar open, and he said when he kind of walked into the bathroom, he could smell this disgusting scent. Later, did he realize that that disgusting scent was Tabac? It's funny how different perception is between people, because frankly, I don't think this is too much. This isn't very offensive to me. It's starting to build some slickness. It's very dry, because the shave stick obviously isn't wet in application. So before it starts building volume, you need to get that kind of initial water burst into it. Here we go. Very nice. Starting to build a good lather here. See, by answering your question, yes, I do prefer the scent to Arco. I think this is a nicer scent to Arco to my nose. However, I don't think it's quite as pleasant as Palmolive or La Caja, so there definitely is that. Okay, let's keep going. Add a big hit of water this time. Just because of how much soap there is. I don't see me drowning this. Yep, there we go. It's building really nicely. Again, no nonsense. It started working straight away. And as I've said in previous episodes, that's just kind of what I expect. That's the bar for these mass-produced products for me. It's not them to be the slickest with the best post-shave. It's just to work effectively. Because that's ultimately what they're designed to do. And they do a great job at it. With a lot of the artisan soaps, they need dialing in, and you need to do this, you need to do that. They're not that good in hard water, etc. I found with most of the mass-produced offerings I've used thus far, that's rarely the case. They generally, they just work, and there is beauty in wonderful post-shave, but there's also beauty in execution and effectiveness as well, and these are very effective products. And this Tabac is built beautiful lather. Really nice lather. Very nice, look at this. Good density. Nice weight. Very slick, I can tell you that much already. Yeah, I actually don't dislike the scent of this. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's unpleasant. Some of you might think it's unpleasant and, you know, perception and all that. But for me, it's just a slightly offy soap scent. And it's funny because I received it expecting to almost really dislike it, but nah. It's nice. It's not bad at all. So how are we with lather here? We're going to add a bit more water. So I want it really, really hydrated. There we go. I can feel in painting that there's no resistance anymore, which is kind of what you want. You kind of will just want the brush to glide against your skin. And it's definitely doing that. So let's draw the lines here and we'll paint the mustache on. In fact, let's do that first so I don't get soap in my nose. Excellent. So yeah, I'm impressed by its latherability. It's probably one of the nicer lathers I've seen thus far in this series. I don't think the lather trumps upon a Ufficio Veracino, but it's very nice. The shave stick I've seen is $11. Compared to the others, it's obviously a lot more expensive. So, but I also think it's a much larger quantity, as far as I'm aware. This is 100 grams, so it's pretty much twice the amount of La Toja, but La Toja can be incredibly affordable. So there is a bit of a difference there. Okay. I think we're good here, so let's get to shaving, shall we, guys? Homelike start, Tabac. Let's do it. Excellent, so very good. So, comparing the performance to the rest of the stuff I've used, all the shave sticks, I actually don't think it's as slick as Arco. And I know that sounds insane. However, all of the other metrics are better than Arco for me. As I said in the video, that's why I wouldn't consider Arco. The scent is borderline repulsive to me. There's another shave stick that smells very similarly to Arco. I wonder if you guys can tell me what it is. Very nice. So we'll just straight down here. Good performance. But like again, that's kind of what I expect from these. If they do one thing, that is slickness. Slickness, and then I would say each have their own varying degrees of protection on the face. The scent strength of this is probably mid. I wouldn't say it's much stronger than mid at all. It's prominent, but it's not like in your face prominent. Really nice in between face fill. I can feel a good layer of hydration there, which is stellar. Let's lather up for the second pass. Really nice. So after that Arco episode, I had to put on a cologne to mask the scent of Arco because I really don't like it. I don't feel I'll need to do it with this. Well, this is to me a bit of an old man smell. It's not one of those that I like actively dislike though, so I'm not complaining too much. Cool. Funny because you hear tobacco, I expect a really strong tobacco smell. Nope. I don't think it really smells of tobacco at all. Awesome performance. Awesome performance. Man, oh man. It just works. Again, no frills in terms of the lathering experience. Builds the lather and it shaves really well. Really slick, actually. That's an against the grain patch with no lather. Holy shit, yes. Great soap. Very impressed. What do you guys think of Tabac? Do you have Tabac? What do you think? It's funny because I do wish the scent was slightly more mild, because it would allow me to use it in conjunction with some different colognes, so I don't have to smell this. To me, the scent isn't bad. It's just not something I would choose to smell of if I had the choice, if you know what I mean. Very nice. Let's do the residual slickness thing with the other side. Because I know I'll be able to here. So all I'm doing is kind of activating the residual soap in my face, and it's so slick there now. Wow. Very, very good. You're not going to need any more than this. I'm telling you, like, we rave about these artisan products. If this is what you're using a fucking good soap. And I've said this so many times so far in this series, and I mean it. This stuff it's timeless for a reason. It performs very well. Scents are subjective. You may not like the scent, but I don't think anyone could deny the performance of Tabac, because it's pretty damn good. Okay, let me get this on the face, and I'll be back for my final thoughts. I'll see you soon. Hey guys, post-shave time. So let's check the immediate post-shave of this. I'd say it's acceptable. It's not great. So we are going to use a post. I'm going to use Zingari's recently released a new splash. It's coming to the public very, very soon, and this is the final version of a formula. So I'm going to use some of this. It works really well for my skin. It's light, and it's unscented. So we're going to grab this here, mix that up in the hands. Really work it in. Okay, so products we used. Tabac. What do I think? Very, very good. The performance is, I mean, it's stellar. Like, there's no arguing. I found the performance better than both Palmolive and La Torre. Forgive me for that. I wouldn't say it's quite as slick as Arco, but I think the all-round performance is considerably better than Arco. It lathers better. I fucking hate the scent of Arco, so there is that. Would I recommend Tabac? Yes, I would. If you're looking for a mass-produced soap that just gets the job done and you don't find the scent offensive, then this would be a fantastic option for you. The packaging, kind of the way I would change the packaging if I was traveling with it, I would cut some holes in the lid here, just to help the shave stick breathe once you've put it away. But apart from that, like, the packaging this is very solid. Like, you're not really gonna get any broken plastic or anything here. It's well thought out. The only slight, compared to the others in my opinion, is the size of this. However, you do get quite a lot more soap for that size. So apples and oranges, it depends really what you want. Overall, I'm very impressed by Tabac. My razor of choice was the Homelike Start razor with the 14th use Wizamet Super Stainless blade. It remains one of my favorite razors for a reason. It's incredibly comfortable, incredibly smooth. My brush of choice today was my TurnnShave Abyss brush with this really gel-tipped V3 tip knot, and his coin is here. And my post-shave today was Zingari Man's new Recovery Splash, releasing very, very soon. But yeah, if you guys have been enjoying this series and haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd very much appreciate it. I have a really cool giveaway put on my channel at the moment. It's titled like 1,000 subscriber giveaway announcement. I suggest you check it out because I'm giving away a Christopher Bradley razor in stainless steel. I'm giving away a leaf razor, which is a good alternative to a cartridge razor. And I'm also giving away a That Darn Rob handled brush, which is a very cool giveaway, quite generous, I would say. So check it out, I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you specifically want to see me use something, tell me. If you want to send that to me, I'm more than happy to use it and just send it back. Don't think I'll just send it back. I'm going to give you something in return. So just know that for sure. But yeah, my name is Jack, your host from the Virtual Groom Room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day and goodbye for now.